Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I focus on giving you nutritional guidance. I focus on giving you healthy, nutritious recipes which are super easy, super simple, and I also focus on healthy lifestyle. So if you're someone who is looking for any of these three, then you are at the right place. So today I'm going to talk about how to eat healthy without measuring your food or counting the calories that you eat. And the method that is called is the plate method. So let's get to it. So 90% of us, when we decide that we're gonna eat healthy or gonna live a healthy lifestyle, we start measuring food, we start counting calories, we start getting on the weighing scale even though we don't need to. And all this huge whirlpool of events start happening which are non-stop. So let me tell you a secret that you don't need any of this to eat healthy or live a healthy lifestyle. So to proceed with, today I'll be covering 6 food groups and I'll be showing as to how much, in what quantities, and how it should be consumed throughout the day. So the 6 food groups that we would be covering is cereals or grains, plant or animal based proteins. The third is the vegetables, the fourth is the fruits, the fifth is fats and oils, and the sixth is probiotics, which are our pickles or pickled vegetables or yogurt. So these are the 6 food groups that I would be covering in today's video. So cereals make up 40 to 55% of our total daily intake, and the sources being oatmeal, rice, brown rice, red rice, quinoa, pasta, whole wheat breads, there's jawar, there's millet, amaranth, etc. So all these make up or are the sources of cereals and grains. Their main function is to provide energy so that we can conduct our daily activities, along with fiber and some vital nutrients that we require on daily basis. And please note that carbohydrate intake depends, or the percentage that you take depends from person to person and depending on the activity that they expend. So an athlete would definitely require more carbohydrates compared to a sedentary person, simply because the activity or the expenditure is far more than a normal individual. So proteins make up 35% of our total daily intake. Now the sources of protein being plant-based would be soya, tofu, tempeh, legumes like kidney beans, chickpeas, dals. So these are the plant-based proteins. Now animal-based proteins are milk and milk products, meat, fish, chicken, egg. So the main function of protein is they are the building blocks of your body and they help in normal wear and tear. They also provide fiber and give you satiety, so they keep your stomach full for a longer period of time. So vegetables take up 35% of our total daily intake. We need to make sure that we incorporate a lot of vegetables throughout the day. Now vegetables are rich in fiber. There are articles that have shown, or there are researchers that have shown, that intake of vegetables has reduced the risk of heart diseases drastically. It helps to lower cholesterol, it helps to lower our blood glucose level. Now when we think about vegetables, it need not be lavish. It could be a simple stir fry of green cabbage, it can be green capsicum, French beans, just a simple stir fry, or it could be just cucumber and tomato salad. Just make sure that you incorporate a good bowl per meal in the entire day, and that's about it. Do try to incorporate different colored vegetables in the entire day, simply because they are rich in different vitamins, and these vitamins are essential for our normal functioning of the body. So for example, carrots and pumpkins are rich in vitamin A, so are the other vegetables. So do try and incorporate different colors throughout the day. Now, the total fruit intake in the entire day should be roughly 2 to 3 servings. It can vary from any fruits that you like. It is not a hard and fast rule that you have to have a particular fruit only. All seasonal fruits are good enough, so whichever is available in your place, the seasonal fruit, you can have it. They are rich in antioxidant. They help us build our immunity, which is the necessity now, and they definitely help to improve our skin and hair. And not to forget that this everything compiled up helps in anti-aging. So it is a win-win situation for us. So do make sure that you do have fruits throughout the day. Now, one thing I've noticed when I say the word fat or oil, people are like, oh, I'm on a diet, how can I have fat? Please note that you do need fat, but there is a certain amount. Yes, the caloric value is different and it is high in calories, but it is also necessary because a lot of vitamins require fat to be absorbed. So they are fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E. So do make sure that you incorporate fat also from outside sources. So do incorporate fat through wholesome sources like nuts, seeds, which have good quality or the good fat which is necessary for our body and helps our body become healthier. So say having a fistful of nuts in the entire day, it could be almonds, walnuts, cashews, pistachios, whichever you like. Just make sure they are not salted and they are not coated with sugar. Now, probiotics are extremely essential for the good gut health. We incorporate probiotic friendly foods in our daily intake so that we improve our gut health. So this could be pickled vegetables, just a pickle on the side. There are some crackers, Indian crackers that we have, which is papad that we call. Or it could be raita, which is nothing but yogurt with vegetables, a little bit of salt. So do have this because it will help to improve the gut flora and incorporate a lot of healthy bacteria which is needed for our normal functioning of the gut. So now that we've covered the entire day's portions that should be had and in what quantities, let's get to how your lunch and dinner should look like. So now we're gonna take a plate, and in that plate, half portion should be of vegetables. So make sure that you incorporate half your plate of vegetables, and the other half should comprise of the cereals and grains and proteins. Now these are the basics that you should follow in your normal lunch or dinner, but please know it is no hard and fast rule. You can vary it the way you want. You can make it the way you want. Just make sure that you're following these guidelines. It is as wholesome. Avoid canned processed foods as much as possible. Use wholesome, easily available, whatever locally is available, try to use that. Now that you know the guidelines, it must be very simple and easy for you to follow. Our aim precisely here is to nourish our body and make sure that we are giving it the nutrients that it requires so that we can conduct our normal function, day-to-day functions very smoothly and easily. Do check out my next video, as I would be completely focusing on meal prep ideas for lunch and dinners, which would make your eating healthy habits much more easier, convenient and not too complicated. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.